Hello, team. It's time for the Daily Detangler. And today I want to talk to you about removing barriers. Have you had any barriers lately? I know I have. There's a lot of them. And thought it would be good to remind myself today that change is a journey. And as Catalyst has been talking about, our business suits can get in the way. And I talked about and I reflected on this idea of harnessing the power to change and overcoming the status quo. As we know, we've talked a lot about the 3 acts in the change journey. And this headline is pretty powerful still. 90% of digital transformations fail. And many organizations ratchet back their aspirations and their vision and their strategy even in order to compensate for a lack of execution and a lack of cohesion to drive the strategy. And that's something that we simply cannot let happen. We can't let that happen as change agents. To see the change through and to be a catalyst, and oftentimes it means removing barriers and lowering the perceived walls that can be built up and the perceived chains that can hold people back. And a lot of it has to do with our own mindset. I know that happens to me, and my mindset gets in the way of just sitting down and doing C slides even, or taking a moment to shoot a video back on one of my teammates' videos, or watching my inbox fill up with random tactical items from other sources. And as change agents, we're asked to help catalysts see the hidden through our observations and solve the seemingly impossible. And to do that, it makes me realize that it's something different now. And what it means to know has changed for me, and what it means to give feedback has changed for me. And what it means to be creative or even lead have different meaning now. What about you? As we've gone through this experience together, what's changed in your perspective of business? Even the idea of launching something has changed for me, or even the idea of strategy and execution. It's becoming more clear what that looks like. And another thing that's become more clear is the many moving parts within my own mind, in my own person, if you will. And we've gone through quite an extensive amount of work on our hero suit. And that work culminated in our role plays and our discussions. And it had deep meaning for me. Through that process, I reflected on what's my aspiration? What do I really want to do? What does it really mean to serve Catalyst? And is that really my vision for my life and what I want to spend time on? I had to think deeply about where I'm headed. And I had to think about what's my personality and my bedside manner. Is it appropriate for a change agent? What about my past experiences? Have I built my own career in a way that other people can leverage? Or my personal values? What do I value about time, about money, about growth, about integrity, trust, these things? I had to think about that as I worked on my hero suit. What about you? How deep did the hero suit work go for you? Was I the only one thinking about this type of stuff? Was I the one that was only one working on the deeper meaning of being a superhero? I had to get in tune with and remember my passion and reflect on my skills. We did the strengths finder work, and Catalyst taught us the strengths finder. And I just got a note yesterday that said it kind of shocked me. It said I'm one of 33 million. I don't know if you got that, but I'm one out of 33 million in the top, those five strengths in that order. 1 in 33 million. And how many of us are on this team? Not only am I one of a kind, but this team is one of a kind. And we have the power to change the world. And we've done a lot of work on mindset and how mindset can frame our ability to plug into the team, and spent a lot of time on biases and the 10 biases that Catalyst put out. And Activator and I have been talking about that and the filter we have. And all of these things made me reflect on who I am and what I can contribute, and how I can be unlocked to contribute on the team. Do you remember this scene from Lion King where Mufasa tells Simba, remember who you are? Remember who you are. And that's a powerful reminder for me today. And I think about our team and that annoying exercise of what is valuable about this on our pronoun exercise. What's the value on this? And I got aggravated with that. Like, of course, this is valuable. And this is one, not only what valuable, it's one of a kind. You better not let it pass you by. And the team that's been assembled has the power to do great things. And what does that look like? I mean, have you met this team? Well, I want to introduce you to them. What can a team like this do? What is valuable about this? Well, you know, it's the power to overcome. They're the focus in the fragmentation. Have you met them? They're the observant in the complexity. Do you know the team? They're the cadence in the noise. They're the calm in the contention. They're the cohesive in the disjointed. Have you met the change agency? They're the sense in the random, the energy in the apathy, and they're the foundation for why change. Do you know this team? I do. Connecting the dots is powerful. All of our principles together, our mindset, our superpowers, the ability to connect the dots and be the expert of you as you lead with courage and engage to trust the process and focus on getting it right. Do you have a memory of that recently, pulling this together? Did the team I introduced you to resonate? For me, change happens one memory at a time, and remembering who we are.